Good evening. Through to Mansoura Statue Cruises. How can we help? Yeah, what location is it? New York, and what date is it for? Yeah, what date is it for and what time, please? Yeah, what time, sorry? I'm just gonna see if it works on our side, but please bear in mind there's some problems with the payment at the moment. Hold on one second. Yeah, is it a general admission or is it what is it? General pedestal? Yeah, that's right. Hello? Sorry, pedestal is what you're booking. I just need to know. What's yeah. I'm just gonna check if we have space for 12. One second. Okay, so this is a week commencing 9:50, sorry, 30th Arch, 30th. I was just gonna see if you could do the low of this low, and so I want to just confirm. Okay, so we opened up low resistance, sorry, high resistance, low range so far, one-sided overnight down move kiya. Premium thrust था like 930 dropped. I could not trust that drop because of a shit day that we had. But then again, there was probability. Looking at this, there was a high chance we could have a one-sided run, and the most obvious target was going to be London lows. Number one draw, number two draw this low, number three this opening range gap. So that's what we seem to be working towards. We do seem to have cleaner price action this morning. So let's see if that can continue. I'm just doing an entry drill. Not all too बेटर थोड़ा प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए था मुझे चार्ट के सामने होना चाहिए था लेकिन चलो इट इज़ व्हाट इट इज़ open. An entry is possible here इसके करीब a late entry but a worse price I'll be honest with you but we'd be seeing if sell side can be tagged here this sell side partial wise I would probably see this new day opening gap because you have a buy side delivery pending sell side delivery of this new day opening gap sorry. Now this is still this is still not the best market condition so this and still do something erratic like scare people off with long move up. Hopefully it doesn't do that because we've seen heaviness from the open. We've seen breakaway gaps, which is always a good sign of heaviness. Refusing to even go to the midpoint, let alone the high. So that's a good sign that shows you heaviness to one side, which is what you want to see. So let's see if this can continue and we can tag this target and this target. पैदल लंबी जा रही है पैदल कैसे जाएगी गाड़ी में मैंने कहा लेकिन ये नहीं ये रहा मैं काम कर रहा हूँ अब ये देख रहा है, दिस इज a little bit problematic. अगर हम बॉडी क्लोज पे नीचे रहते ना, बॉडी क्लोजिंग बेसिस पे डेली फेवरल गैप से, then ideally that's what I want to see. But we seem to be having a deep retracement against people that shorted. तूने शॉर्ट किया होता, there's a very high chance पार्शल भी ना ले पाया होता तू. So as you can see here, we've traded to the midpoint, and now we've touched the last quadrant, and we seem to be doing a reaction away from that. So you have 1020 approaching. Uh, that's normally 1020 तक अगर मार्केट हाई रेजिस्टेंस हो और मैं एमके टू देखूं कुछ, तो मैं कभी भी उस एमके टू पे ट्रस्ट नहीं करूंगा, क्योंकि मार्केट साइडवेज इजीली मूव कर सकती है फ्यू टाइम्स. लिक्विडिटी, बेसिकली जो इनसाइड इंटरनल लिक्विडिटी है उसको इंगेज खाली करने के लिए ऑन डेज ऑफ हाई रेजिस्टेंस. इसीलिए मैं हाई रेजिस्टेंस जब डेज होंगे तो मैं कभी भी अपनी जो एंट्री है एमके टू अगर मैं कर रहा हूँ, तो वो 1020 से पहले नहीं करूंगा, वो ऑलवेज उसके बाद होगी, बिकॉज दैट वुड गिव द मार्केट इनफ टाइम, एनफ मैंडरिंग अराउंड कर ले, और फिर उसके बाद जब रेडी हो तब हम जो है ना स्वीट स्पॉट के अंदर ताकि एंट्री ओपन कर लें. Today so far it's clean. It's better. I must say way better than yesterday. So देखना ये है कि बेसिकली क्योंकि हर टाइम पे भी अनसर्टन है. The only thing we have to go over here is कि हमने जो हाईएस्ट पे लिक्विडिटी है वो टेक आउट कर दी है, फिर हम सिंक हुए, फिर हम वापस ऊपर गए हैं, और जो यहाँ पर शॉर्ट्स थे उनको टेक आउट किया है, अब हम लॉन्ग्स को टेक आउट कर रहे हैं, और ये लंदन लो की होगा. तो ये जो न्यू वीक ओपनिंग, न्यू डे ओपनिंग गैप है, and then maybe this, but then again that's yet to be seen. We may not do that. We may just basically enter a high resistance phase from here, और ये लो रहेगा इंटैक्ट अगले जो है ना घंटे तक, और उसको टेक आउट नहीं करते, और यहीं पर बीच में हम बैक एंड फोर्थ मूव होते रहते हैं. Entirely possible. or Thursday in these conditions. But I like how so far ये हमें एक शील्ड की तरफ होल्ड कर रहा है नीचे की तरफ.
Order filled. Order filled.
So that held up. That's good. We've closed here since, and then we have 10-12 at the moment. The key move, I'm expecting it to be around 10:30. If it doesn't deliver 10:30, then 10:50. But I think we should be able to get to the low of this. Sell side pending here. What level is that? 27,211. Oh, sorry, not wrong one. That is low of that is around 27,185. But if I was to take profit, I would use the midpoint of this because, as you can see here, we're in discount at the moment. If you take this run here, you run it, you can see 50%. We're in discount basically. This is where you would expect things to kind of basically it can enter a bit of a high resistance phase where you might see deep pullbacks. The good part of the move is always going to be above 50%. When you're in premium, try to sell. When you're trying to short, sorry, I mean try to settle in premium because as you can see here, this would have been really good, nice move here. 844 entry would be good, I think. Your take profit would be delivered by now with that one. So even if you was to enter at a worse price, let's say 333, it might let you take something off the table. So that's good. Now, obviously, you have trailed people that have gone short, stop losses piled up, so we could easily kind of dig into that because we already discount. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to put any expectation on it. We'll see. We're testing a certain narrative, uh, see if it delivers, basically. And the narrative is that we've had this move, we've cleared this up with this move. Now we got to clear up the longs, basically. Stop the the orders here, resting here as well. We've already disrupted this area, so this is already disrupted. But here, new keep saying new week, new day opening range gap from last Friday is still a key focus that I have. But I do expect it to kind of get messy here. You have the opening price, you have the discount part, you have the discount part of this opening range. We've covered majority of it, three-quarters of it. So if it starts to do high resistance raids, then that wouldn't surprise me at this stage, basically, because we could very easily defer the next stage of the lower move to 1050. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we do that. Although I think it's less likely because we already had a lot of stirring the pot here. Well, past 3 days have been shit basically. So for today to do a one-sided move is quite expected. Even though Thursdays normally aren't the cleanest, but today it may just be that because it needs to get somewhere. Normally Thursdays can also color outside of the week's range, so explore the external range liquidity. So in that narrative sense, I would expect this Thursday to color outside of the external range liquidity being this low here, which is the Tuesday low. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've got no stakes in this. I could be wrong and I don't care. I could be right and I don't care. Ugh. It's all about seeing the narrative that I see in price किस तरह वो play out हो रहा है basically. जो narrative है वो deliver कैसे हो रहा है. ठीक है, कितनी आसानी से डिलीवर हो रहा है, क्या सिग्नेचर्स हैं जो कंफर्म और डिनाई करते हैं उसकी डिलीवरी में. ये मैं चूज करूँ टेप रीड करना, वरना मैं स्कूल से स्ट्रेट अगर मैं चाहता लिटरली मैं कहता ओके या दैट्स फाइन, आज ट्रेड करते फक फक डन डन फॉर द डे. 400 500 600 अप करके क्लोज. लेकिन मैंने चूज किया इसको रीड करना। मजा आता है उसमें, क्या कहते हैं, अनवाइस हो गए। बिकॉज आई लाइक कि हमने जो बॉडी है कल, जो विक है सॉरी, हमने ऑलरेडी एक्सटर्नल स्वीप कर दिया। ठीक है, ये ओपनिंग रेंज अभी भी लो खुला हुआ है, स्टिल मेरे लिए एक पॉसिबल ड्रॉ लिक्विडिटी है। अभी हम एक्सपेक्ट करें स्पीड एंड डिस्टेंस अराउंड 10:30 10:50 एक्सपेक्ट करूंगा, स्पीड एंड डिस्टेंस ये, यानी कि लॉन्गर मूव नीचे की तरफ सुकून से कर सकती है क्लियर करने के लिए से सारा ये वाली लिक्विडिटी जो यहाँ पर है, और डेफिनेटली जो यहाँ पर है, क्योंकि लॉट ऑफ ऑर्डर्स आर पाइल्ड अप। Good evening, you're through to Montserrat Statue Cruises. Do you have a booking number I can take? Hmm. Sure. What is the name on the booking? Uh, Go on. What is the host's name and your name, actually? Both, yeah. Hmm. Thank you. Uh, yes, I do see both of them actually here. So, yeah, I do have them here. Yeah, well, how could we help with this? Yes, so your cruise tomorrow, it is confirmed. It's in green status. Chicago Signature Lunch Cruise 11, Friday, 1st of May. Yep, yep, it's going ahead. You you just need to bring your confirmation number. So the one that you gave me already, actually. So this confirmation number starts with an I. We don't have a ticket, so to speak, that you need to print or anything. We just work with a confirmation number. So this is all we will check from you at 10:30 a.m. when you get there. At 10:30, the boarding time, half an hour before, yeah. So you gave me this number. Where did you get this? Because you just gave it to me. Yeah, no, no, that is the number that I'm talking about. Precisely, yes. What I will do is I'll send you an SMS message just in case for your own records, with the booking number on it as well, just in case. But what you have there would work fine. I'll text you, yes. Okay. Yeah, it will sail out. Yeah, yeah. We're not saying anything that it wouldn't. Hmm. Yeah, no problem. You can check with your host. Typically, because they organize it, but from our side, there's no restriction that you cannot wear something. Basically, it's pretty relaxed this cruise anyway. You're able to pretty much wear, as long as it's not gym wear. That's the only thing that may raise their eyebrows. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. Obviously, I'm on about the whole gear. Obviously, not just the shoes. So yeah, don't worry about sneakers. Yeah, yeah, baggers are fine. Just don't bring like a luggage bag. uh, some people do. Crazy, I know. Tell me about it. Some people, yeah, that's it. So you have two areas, the inside and the outside. Outside is for sightseeing, obviously. The inside is climate controlled. So I yeah, you have heaters, obviously. Don't worry about that. Yeah, yeah. You know where you're going, yeah? I said, do you know the location where the Navy? Yeah, that's it, Navy Pier. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Uh, well, the cruise we run it a few times, I think, in a week. The cruise itself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not necessarily. I mean, I've not heard anyone puking or something. Obviously, people get seasick generally on a boat, but is it that bad that they start? Yeah, it doesn't hurt to do that. Yeah, why not? Yeah, yeah. No, no. People ask me way stranger questions. You'll be surprised. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Sure, you might get an SMS survey. If you could rate the service, I'd appreciate it very much. And yeah, have a great day. Fantastic. Take care for now. Bye bye.
मैंने कहा पैदल जाओगी वहां, तुमने कहा पैदल मैं गई नहीं, मैं वापस आ रही हूँ, नहीं मेरी जगह पार्किंग में खड़ी रह के एक धूप इतनी तेज आंखों में पड़ी, मुझे कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा, ऊपर से पार्किंग बिल्कुल फुल है, पार्किंग में कोई एक नहीं रखने की जगह नहीं है। फोन करो इनको, तुम पहुंचो पार्किंग में, जगह क्यों नहीं है तुम्हारी? अपॉइंटमेंट नहीं है ना बेटा, ऐसा हमारे पता अपॉइंटमेंट ही ना बनानी होनी ना ना, क्यों भी पता हमारा को जान होना नहीं ना को, इन्हें खरजीना ने जिस दिन ना बनाया ना, इत्थे जगह नहीं लभनी, मैं हमेशा जाना ही छोड़ देता इत्थे, वो दुआ सा ना बट उसने को कम से कम जगह होनी सी उत्थे, उसकी पार्किंग तो अलग छोटी होती है इनसे। छोटी सी लेकिन जगह तो होनी सी, लब्भी जानी सी, कोई रोड पर जगह लब्भी जानी सी, कोई ना कोई आपको टिकट नहीं से लगना उत्थे कम से कम, इत्थे बाहर खड़ी कर सो टिकट, अंदर जाओ सो जगह ही कोई नहीं, कुत्था जाऊं, मैं छोड़ देता, मैं हनी तो ना सी तब कर, मैं नकड़ा इलाज करना सा माड़ा, इन्हों को इलाज वैसे भी कोई नहीं। अरे वो जो रामी गया वो उसकी आंखें से ना वो लाइक है, लायबल नहीं, उसने पर मारा कोई, कोई फ्यूचर का फैसला करा है ना, कोई किसी किस्म ने उसने पर नहीं छोड़नी और नहीं करी सकना, वो टोटली अनरिलायबल है और वो नहीं किसका करी मत सकना, अच्छा है ना वो करे ना कोई काम कर नहीं सके करी सकना, कुछ भी नहीं हो करी सकना, पैसे तो मैं उसको लेकिन कटवा सकता लड़ाई की ना, बाकी वो कुछ नहीं करी सकना, उससे पैसे दे सकना, बाकी कुछ भी नहीं हो करी सकना, एक रोबोट है ना, एक पैंच लाश है क्या करे जिंदा, ये गड्डी मोड़ी तो अनिश्चित करे लाइफ है, हमारा कुछ लगना ही नहीं, मैं तो बात दिसना कुछ नहीं मिला, मैं तो बड़ी ओके मैं दोबारा उन्हें फोन करूंगा, मैं खुद फ्री होऊंगा तो फिर यही है, लेकिन मेरी जॉब फिर खतरे में पड़ सकती है, बोल क्या करूं, जानी है ना बेटा, हमारा को नहीं इतना जान होना को रोज टाइम ना कटी सकना। I'm just gonna
put my alerts on, and I'm just gonna move away from the chart because I'm pretty much done, to be honest. It's already fulfilled my expectation from here to here this quarter, and this is more than enough for me to get paid. More than enough for me. Obviously, the best case scenario was this, so it looks like it will be hitting that soon at 29, or around 29.30. You can expect probably to be hit. Um, and yeah, we'll just put the alert here and see if it gets there because that's not a lot of distance as you can see here. So I like how it's remaining heavy. It's a back and forth run, but then again, it's not taking out the prior highs. You know, which we will obviously get to them at some point, but the key is to see whether we could get here before 1050. And so far, the price action seems to support that narrative that I'm holding. So let's see. तो अभी ये देखा जा सकता है कि हमने we didn't actually touch the low. I was actually quite right to, if I was in a trade, which I did take a brief trade, मैंने यहाँ aim किया the midpoint of the new day opening gap, which is actually just below the London low as well. Because the expectation is if it's going to transition from a low resistance to a high resistance one like it is here, then it's going to do something like this. Because it's Thursday, because we're still, even though this is way cleaner than the past 3 days, we're not out of the danger basically. The price can still do things like this, which is why it's better to just take something off, take the whole, close the whole trade down if it's really close to the TP. There's no need to realize and squeeze the entire juice out of that orange, you know. So I was actually quite smart to take it off here. As you can see now, you got a macro starting at 1050, and it's already going against the people that have been short that have not taken anything off. So it's already done that. So this is going to be interesting. Obviously, if you can remain, keep this open here. We could touch it briefly, that's fine, but don't really want to see a body being laid inside of that area. If you can keep it open, then yeah, I think we can mount another run down here. There's probably people that have went long here, thinking this is a reversal. So yeah, but it becomes a bit 50-50 here.
I just moved to Tokyo and I'm very inspired by the vibrant city. Let's make a magazine cover using Adobe Photoshop. I'll use Harmonize to make sure that my layers feel like they exist in the same world.